All right. Good morning, everyone. It is June 5th. I can't believe it's June 5th, but it is. It's actually a kind of a lighter week for some meetings here around town hall and everywhere, but want to give you an update on a few things. We'll actually start at the end of the week. So coming next Saturday, 9 a.m., there's going to be a beach cleanup happening over at Minot Beach. So if you're interested in helping out, that would be fabulous. Also, today is the first day. Check out the library. They're doing a passport program where you can visit all these different libraries in the Old Colony Network. You get a passport, and there's a whole event around it for you to visit. So definitely check out that on the website. Just real quickly before I send it over to Jim, there's going to be a planning board meeting on the 8th. That's at 6:30. And a Waterways Commission meeting tomorrow at 6 o'clock at night. So with that, Jim, send it over to you.
Good morning. Happy June. I agree with Mr. Goodrich. Can't believe it's June already. The kids will be getting out of school soon. We'll start with our water update. There's no change in the levels in our reservoir or Tack Factory pond. Reservoirs at plus ½ inch. Tack Factory ponds at plus 1.5. Those are both the same as last week. The average daily demand is up, however, 1.697 million gallons a day. That's up 1.592 of last week. Rainfall the last 7 days, measured Saturday to Saturday, was plus 0.53 at the plant. A reminder, we are under our annual water restrictions. From May 1st to September 30th, all outdoor watering must take place before 9 a.m. and after 5 p.m. Automatic irrigation systems may be used 1 day per week. Based on your voting precinct, you can go to the town website and find out which day you are allowed to use your automatic irrigation system. As we discussed last week, the iron manganese pilot project is expected to be ready for inspection today, putting it on schedule to be ready for the start of the heavy summer water usage period. This iron and manganese contactor will take the brown water that's in the reservoir and get it out before it goes through the system. We believe that the iron and manganese in the reservoir last year was one of the major components of our brown water problem. So we feel confident this will make a big dent in the brown water this summer. So glad to be able to get that up and running very shortly. If you go to Lighthouse, you'll notice that the Lighthouse lantern room is gone. It was removed last week. The contract finished the remediation work. We moved the lantern on Wednesday. They're now working on the Lighthouse tower itself. The slab at the top is being jackhammered off, and then they'll drop down about 4 feet of the brick before replacing that. That's what you'll see ongoing right now. The lantern room will go to the facility for the contractor in Essex, where it'll be a template for a brand new lantern room. That'll return towards the end of the summer to be put back up when the Lighthouse project is complete. Nick Lombardi just wants to remind people of recreation that lifeguards do not come out of the beaches until next Friday, June 16th. If we do get some nice weather, please be extra cautious on our beaches, as you will not have any lifeguards there again until the 16th. Scituate Town Library is partnering with the Recreation Department to announce the newly installed Little Free Library at Peggotty Beach. Funding for the Little Free Library was generously made possible through a grant from the Scituate Education Foundation. The initial stock of books for the launch and ongoing supply have been provided by the Friends of the Scituate Library. So if you go to the beach and you're looking for something to read, leave a book, take a book. Take a book, you can read it, bring it back when you're done. Or if you're reading a good book at home and you think other people might like to read it, bring it down and put it in the little beach library down at Peggotty Beach. This is a pilot program, and if it works out, we will look to institute it at other beaches in the future. A reminder to those of you who have shellfish licenses, the seasonal closure of shellfish beds in the North and South River is now in place. This closure is not due to any event or release into the river, but is imposed annually due to what the state refers to as seasonal water quality changes. Finally, we'll announce again, as we did last week, that the Scituate Food Pantry is looking for donations of bottled water. With the hot weather, they seem to go through water very quickly, so they're running low on their supply. We'll appreciate any assistance you can give. Other than that, any assistance you can give for the list of foods that they generally look for. The food pantry is always very appreciative of anybody who can help out. So if you can help out the food pantry, the need doesn't go down in the summertime. So please, anybody who can help out, make a donation at one of your local supermarkets or at the food pantry itself. And that's what I have for this morning.
That's great. Now we get a school update. So Superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Goodrich, and good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. We had a great evening Friday celebrating the graduation of our 187 seniors that earned their diplomas. We want to thank a special shout out to our Select Board Chair Maura Curran and school committee members Nicole Brandolini and Peter Gates, who were able to attend the event, along with our community members, families, and staff and graduates. The weather held off. It was a beautiful evening. We want to wish the graduates and their families our best wishes as they enter the world beyond Scituate High School, and hope everyone had a wonderful weekend of celebrations. Next up, we have a school committee meeting this evening. The school committee meeting tonight will start at a unique time, 5 p.m. instead of the traditional 6 p.m. And begin with public meeting with the traditional reorganization of the committee following the recent town election. And then the committee will go into an executive session with a return to public meeting at approximately 6 p.m. So just wanted to clarify people on that process. So if you do arrive at 6 p.m., the traditional meeting will kick off about that time. Although the official start time on the posting was 5 p.m., that will be for reorganization, and then we'll be going into executive session for till about 6 p.m. Some of the agenda highlights are the reorganization to start the meeting off, public comment, executive session that I spoke of. We'll also have our retirees there tonight to celebrate and their recognition, which is great. And we'll also be celebrating student learning with our secondary STEM programming. And then we'll have two very important presentations, one by the superintendent on the district's new strategic plan, the process that we've come to, and the actual plan itself and outline. And finally, a presentation on the new Cushing-Hatherley new building project on the specific educational planning. Please know if you can't make the meeting, these are copied or recorded and put on the cable. And they're also for the new building projects. We also, if you go to cit.org, scit.org, under the community tab at the top, we have a whole page specifically for the new building project with all meeting notes and all recordings. And so this presentation will also be there as well. And you'll always have access to that. And we also follow up with weekly summaries of our school committee meetings after the meeting. So again, if you can't make it, all this information will be available following the meeting. That's all I have for today, and I wish everybody a great week. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, everybody. Scituate, have a great week. Take care.